What's something that's really bad for the body but people keep doing it? Skipping on sleep. The worst is you had a bad night's sleep, you fought through the day, do your nightly routine, then you lay down and your body just goes, nope, not tired anymore. This is how I feel almost every night. I tell myself you can't nap because you won't fall asleep tonight, to not fall asleep that very night. Worrying about stuff I have no control over. Anxiety and stress are literal killers. Thank you. That will help my anxiety to calm down. Now I will have anxiety about getting sick because of the anxiety. Great. Doom scrolling. Can't believe I had to scroll to the bottom to find this. Calculated. Sitting without adequate exercise to counter it. Since starting my first office job, I've never felt so physically ill. I just started exercising and I'm doing better, but yeah, apparently sitting for 8 hours then going home and laying on the couch isn't good for you. This is how I felt as well. Add on top of that a 1-hour commute each way. I was too exhausted to do anything else besides nap and Netflix when I got home. Doing that for a year and a half made me so depressed that dying sounded like a relief. I mostly stand and move around when I work now and have been a lot happier. The sedentary lifestyle. Laying in bed in front of a laptop or sitting at desk in front of a laptop. Yeah, and one barrier is we've kind of categorized exercise as some difficult, effort-intense activity. Either you hit the gym and crank on a treadmill or heavy weights or nothing. We've dropped all that stuff in the middle, just walking, hiking, a casual game of frisbee, whatever. You can have a healthy, active life, without ever working out, but most of us sit at home a lot and think, I should get in shape, but I don't want to go work out. Packing the days to the brim, not leaving room to decompress and relax. Stress is a huge contributing factor to a plethora of health problems. If you can't reduce the stress, this is obviously not possible. I mean more like additional stress in your free time. Some people I know just pile on the stress voluntarily and it amazes me. And then they say, you know, sometimes I just want to rest and do nothing for a weekend. Okay girl, no one forces you to be so hectic all the time. It's because they've been conditioned that not moving / not being busy or productive is equal to being lazy, a slob, etc., which is usually depression showing off. Browsing Reddit on mobile phone in complete darkness. I've dropped my phone on my face while laying in bed at night. Fell asleep and just dropped the phone on my face. Smoking and drinking. When I quit smoking, I told myself that just for today, I'm not buying another pack. The next day, same thing. I can hang on till bedtime. Next day, just for today. Those days add up and the craving lessens. It's been 9 years since I won after 30 years of smoking and unsuccessful attempts to quit. It doesn't even really make sense to think long term, as in, I'll stop smoking for a week, as our brain essentially resets every day. It's better to just keep thinking till the end of the day. The only part that sucks is when you can't sleep. When you actually decide to quit drinking, the hardest thing in the beginning is thinking about the long term. That's what made me give up a few times. It gets easier taking it day by day. Now I'm a year and a few months without a drop. Holding in your shit until you leave school. Ha 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 ha, I still do this as an adult. Boss makes $1 while I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. For me it's more about toilet comfort. I can't get comfortable on a toilet at work. I hate shitting at work specifically because of the sandpaper they're trying to pass off as toilet paper. Tanning. People paying to lie, or even stand, in a toaster is beyond my pale and pasty Celtic comprehension. 3 seconds in one of those and I'd ignite. Oh my god, same. I'm also extremely pale, so pale my little brother claims I can communicate with ghosts. BC, they mistake me for one of them, plus I cannot catch a tan to save my life. My skin just wants to stay transparent. If I go inside one of those cancer machines, I'll die on the spot. Social media. It's awful for your mental health, but apparently people need to see likes on videos to fit in with society. Came here to comment that. It's literally brainwashing. If you see the same thing being marketed or told to you, you'll believe it. Eating unhealthy processed foods. Seen an article just this week how ultra-processed foods are linked to high blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. The list of what qualifies makes up most people's diets: breakfast cereals, crisps, supermarket bread and pizzas, ready-made soup, margarine/spread, meatballs, hamburgers, sausages, etc. Yeah, study after study show that the healthiest people around the world generally have one thing in common: nutrient-dense, calorie-poor food. Processed food is the exact opposite: nutrient-poor, calorie-dense. You want carbs, fat, sugar? You got it. You want any nutrition with that? Too bad. So many Americans are both overweight and malnourished, but lots of people still think that's an impossible contradiction. Overtraining at the gym and also having a physical job. You will understand in your mid-30s. Dealing with the repercussions of this right now. My spine is quite literally crumbling out from under itself. I had an eating disorder on top of the exercise addiction and working 60 to 70 hours a week as an item picker for Amazon. At the time I saw no issues with this. It was between when I was 21 and 28. I'm now 33. I physically can't work. I can barely exercise. I'm in physical therapy 3 times a week. In and out of surgeries because every year a new disc in my spine freaks out and needs repair. Anyway, I always warn people against being this obsessive with being fit and in shape. I was in the best shape of my life, but at what cost? People do not talk enough about the long-term effects even a short stint with an eating disorder can have on the body. Antibiotics, yes, sometimes necessary, but not like most use them. Using antibiotics for common colds is stupid, and it will probably be the reason of our ultimate demise, once all the pathogenic and even non-pathogenic bacteria becomes resistant. Alcohol. 3.7 years clean of booze and nicotine. So worth it. Same. I found it easier to quit during lockdown. Normal people stressors were absent. Which did you find harder to quit? I stopped smoking and then stopped drinking a month later. Interesting, lol. My intake of both skyrocketed during lockdowns. Binge drinking White Claws and beers while playing League of Legends with smoke breaks in between till 6 to 7 a.m. with my buddy. As much of a low that was in my life looking back, man did it feel like a good time in the moment. Work 6 days each week for a minimum wage salary. Fuck, that's literally me. Suffering now with tuition loans too. Gonna ask for a raise or quit? Fuck it, I'm at my wit's end. Aha. Fuck asking for a raise, find a new job. Construction pays much better than minimum wage. Just email every single plumbing, HVAC and electrical company in your area looking for an apprenticeship. Say you're eager to work and learn. In your resume include your 6 days a week you currently work, and I promise you will get a call back. Truth be told, you're probably not going to like the first company, but stick it out, get a few years of apprenticeship under you, then find another place to work. And you can always look for a job in your field while working construction.